Go live and it plays the intro, right? It's gonna hear us. That's hysterical. Because where's the music? I don't know.
Hey, who thou out in here? Who thou out in here?
Here we go. My face is so too close up. Too close up. Gotta move back. Good Lord. Yeah, that was a lot of face. I'm gonna have to figure that out. That was a lot of Tiffany going on there.
2 steps up front, 2 steps
Yeah,
back.
I was just like, wow. So when I saw it on the
Right to the left, right
right,
to the right.
I was to figure that out. Oh, well, here we are. It's you and I. Which I like it when it's you and I because we talk about real shit, you know?
Yeah, I know. Real shit and no filters. Just what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the best
Um,
way to be.
you know what? It's chilly here. We had snow the other day, right? Did you guys have snow?
No,
I saw it was raining there.
maybe it's a coming. Who knows?
I hope not. I woke up the other morning, there was snow and it stayed all day. Like I was waiting for it to melt off my deck and shit, you know? Like, cause it
Right,
wasn't a lot, but it was enough to like, make a couple of inches in a few areas. So like I
right.
was waiting for it to go away and like it was just there all day. Every time I walked past my patio
No,
door.
that's miserable. If I would have saw that
Yeah.
out here, I certainly would have been bitching on Facebook about it.
It's just cold, and then you feel it in and then the rain too. I know you guys have had the rain,
Yeah,
and so like the rain with that is just like killing my body.
right.
And I was talking to somebody early about that, and I know we've talked about that before. The temperature changes, but also again the time change that we just had is like still not really adjusted.
No, because it's what,
It's-
like 4:30, and it's done. Like it's
yeah,
dark.
I know. The other night it was 4:30 and it felt like 8:30, like I could have gone to sleep.
I know, and I hate that so much.
I know. Well, I've been doing that. I've been napping and then I'm up, late. Then we're up
Yeah,
at 3 o'clock in the morning.
it was so windy the other night that from my sink, right? I was looking like towards the window, and what it looked to me, it was so weird. It looked to me like it was Dave. And it looked like he was slumped over at his table out there, and like he was, as if like he was doing something with his hands,
Yeah.
but it seemed like he stood like in that humped over position, and like his body was just doing like this. And I was like, oh my God, what's wrong with him? You see, so I looked at the screen and I was like, my screen, I was like, is that you, Dave? Is that you, Dave? And like all, so I still thought it was the person was going. And I was like, oh my God, I think there's something wrong with him.
Right.
But then I had to go outside, and it wasn't him.
Oh, what
It
was
was
it?
his plant that was hanging up that made it look like a head with a hoodie.
Isn't
Yeah,
it?
and I know. I'm like,
Yeah.
if he would have seen it from where I was, he would do the same thing. Like there's somebody standing out there, like slumped over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it's like your brain kind of can play tricks on you, and then it's like once you see something a certain way, it's like you almost can't unsee it,
exactly.
until you know for sure. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, the weather has been crappy,
Did
and
I tell you that the other day I made chicken cutlets? And
no,
that's the day that I needed Dave to come in here, go downstairs in the basement and turn the heat thing down.
no, huh? I did not know.
Yeah, I tell you that I told him to turn the heat down. The
No,
yeah, like
the for the
it go
boiler.
yes, because it was on 180 and like somebody had it like full blast.
That's pretty high.
And I'm over
Yeah.
here like sweating, like I couldn't take
What
it.
do
And
you
I don't
turn
have
it down to?
the next level, which was 140.
Yeah.
So he came back up here and gave me my keys to the basement. And I said, "Hey, Dave." And I remember about the organic
Right.
and him. I
Yeah,
said, "Hey,
he's
Dave," I
super
said, "I made
organic.
some organic chicken cutlets. Would you like one?" He was like, "I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go." He goes, "I gotta go." I said, "Well, you can go. You can take one and go.
Yeah.
You know,
You
sit
don't have
here
to
and eat
eat
it."
it here.
Yeah, you can take one and go. I really gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. There's a contest that I'm in, and I'm kind of late for it. I gotta get in my house. I gotta do this thing, whatever. I was like, "Oh, okay." He wouldn't take it. After saying the last time that, well, can I help? Is it my fault? He goes that that I only eat organic. Well, now I had organic chicken cutlets, and
Well, maybe he was just doing his thing. Don't take stuff like that personally. You know
I
you
don't
can't
take it
take
personal for me. I just think that he's not used to people being
like offering him things or
nice,
offering.
right?
Yeah,
Like,
well,
yeah, yeah. Well,
and especially you guys haven't had that kind of relationship, right?
no,
So,
and I'm trying because right, I'm the one who said like
yeah,
you don't want to be a friend, you just want to be a neighbor. Like
right.
we haven't we haven't broke bread. And
Yeah.
so I tried and well, it
Well,
didn't
I
go.
think
Well, I
the
tried and that's it. So
yeah, that's all you can do. And also just keep trying. You know what I mean? Just because this one time, hey, he had to go. He was in a contest. You know what I'm saying? Don't take it personally because there will be the time whether he brings his own food to the table and you bring your own food to the table, and that's okay too, right?
oh sure.
So just don't give up on it. That's all I'm saying. And like maybe summertime will be a better time for
Yeah.
you guys to break bread together, for it to kind of happen organically, you know,
Right.
which would be which would be nice. Oh my goodness, my neck has just been a real jerk.
My see, it's always something. My
I
hip is
know.
bothering me on the opposite side. Not the side that like I always feel like I have the sciatica. It's the
Yeah.
opposite side now. So but it's the hip. It's not the leg. It's just the hip.
It's this weather. It's like it attacks the worst part.
Yeah, you know what it attacked?
What?
The last couple of days, my teeth.
Oh, your mouth. Oh, I hate that.
You know, when that cold gets into like your bad teeth
Yeah.
and like you feel that, like that
Endure.
hot and cold.
Like a nerve pain.
Yes. And then it was going up into my ear a
Yeah.
little bit and like into like my a little bit like the top of my jaw. And I was like, oh, let's not stop this now. Please. That's the last thing that I need.
Like trigeminal neuralgia.
No, like rotten friggin' teeth and the nerves are starting to like be affected by
Oh,
the cold and everything, and
yeah.
like it's actually like seeping into it. I said, let's not do this now, please. And like especially at nighttime.
Oh, door.
But then it kind of went away. So I was like, all right, you can give me a chance.
Yeah, that's something that, as we get older, we do need to take care of our teeth, and we don't always want to. My mom I told you, like, had the worst aversion to the dentist and paid quite a few $1,000s to just get what she got done. I mean, it wasn't even, like a full set or a whole thing done. She
Right.
got like a plate and some pieces done, but for her to like be sedated and to be comfortable and to be all, to be willing to sit there and be still, yeah, she spent
Well,
extra
whenever I get the
money.
courage, I'm going to tell him no judgment, number one, and be gentle with me because if you're going to do any kind of work on me, you need to numb like my whole everything in there. Even if you're not doing everything, even if you're just doing one thing, but everything has to be numb or else it doesn't work for me. I'll feel
Yeah.
it.
Well, and also, it's not uncommon that people don't go to the dentist. So many people I talk to don't go to the dentist, haven't been to the dentist in years, haven't stayed up on the dentist, right? Like,
Right.
whatever the case may be, it's not uncommon for a lot of people to not take care of their dental health, right? And so, uh, how was I saying? Uh,
About the dentist that so many people don't go and it's not
Yeah, so
uncommon.
I think that, like, there's not gonna be so much judgment, I was trying to pull that up and think at the same time. Hey,
Hi,
Tomas.
Chaos. How are you?
How are you, Tomas? You wanna come
Oh,
up? You wanna come up on the screen? Nobody's in here, it's just us, we're just talking.
do you want to come
Um,
and bonchinche?
you know, uh yeah, I think that it's not like, for my mom going into the dentist, and, like, she was terrified. My sister took her, remember,
Yeah.
and it was like she was so worried, and uh and they were fine. They were so friendly and gentle and like really work, to make her feel comfortable. And I think that that's probably something that has to commonly be done.
Well, that Tony B S Tony B Essex.
Uh-huh. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, you know the not three times.
Oh, okay.
He had
The
his teeth done.
Yeah.
I mean, they're like pearly white, like blinding white, and he's
Yeah.
also had treatment done on his hair.
The plugs put in.
Yeah, he's having something like they shaved all his hair. I need water and stuff. Um, yeah, like he had all his head shaved, and they did some kind of a treatment, and he said it's growing.
Well, because they can take from the back, right? They can take this low
What? What
patch
up?
back here and put it up here,
Half and half,
so it'll grow.
and something sweet.
See, Tomas hates the dentist too. See, it's not,
And something
I think
sweet,
it's a normal thing.
Andrew. Something
Andrew gets
sweet.
something sweet.
Need money?
We have not talked about holiday anxiety
Under
and
my bed,
getting through with
hanging up
our
on the bed.
comfy things at all. Even. At all.
Well,
I
he
think
has
So
a
you go to work for the other guy. You know what I mean? So,
he has a real complex. That guy with his hair.
oh, just like you sometimes. Another thing.
I'm on wide, Andrew.
Get out.
So yeah, his hair is a big deal to him.
No
So
problem, Thomas.
he traveled like far for his hair.
Well, remember the guy from 90 Day Fiance that we were talking about the other day that had his eyes done. He's having the baby,
Oh yeah.
but he had his hair done um from he had that piece taken from the back and put on the
Yeah.
front, and so it started growing.
Buy me a pack. Oh, coffee.
2 bricks.
Yeah.
There we go.
Sorry.
I muted you.
Oh, okay.
Then I unmuted you. I muted you and then I unmuted. Who is talking? So Whitney.
So I got a shame.
Well, Whit is asking you who's talking.
My neighbor.
Hey, babe.
Hey, Woody.
How you guys been? Well, here's the thing, and this is one of we're gonna do for really. How we been, Dore? How you been?
We haven't been, well, I know you haven't been great and I haven't been great. I was going to say we haven't been great, but I figured you would speak for yourself.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We haven't been feeling great.
It's not good. And as
Well,
me and Tiffany were talking earlier amongst ourselves, I was saying, when does it end? Because it's like you resolve one thing, or at least try to resolve one thing and feel like you got that one under control, and then something else pops up. And I don't know if it's us looking for it and it comes, or if it really just comes on its own, or we look for it too much.
no,
I'm not sure.
it's not a we or just a you or me thing by any means.
I know it's in everybody.
Right. You know what I mean? Like we just had that our friend that just unfortunately got diagnosed with POTS, and like I was telling her, she's been struggling with vertigo and some other different things for quite a while, and been trying to find out what the problem is and really how to address it. And so they figured out it's POTS. And so now it's it sucks because it's like, yes, it's another diagnosis.
It's another treatment. It's another med.
It's another diagnosis, but it's also like you have an answer. So it's a no bueno and a yay at the same fucking time.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It really is. It's like
It never it it never seems that it could be. Well, this is just something you have, right now, and don't worry, it'll be fine. Shit's surreal right now.
right.
You're not shitting.
Yeah, it is. It's just pile another thing on. Uh And it has kind of felt, it has definitely felt that way.
Yeah, it's like the never-ending story.
This year. I agree with you. Tomas, as I hear you with. I'm hitting the buttons. I'm doing okay. Staying upbeat with random crying. What does that say?
Crying Jags.
Jags.
Yeah.
It's weird as fuck, but an upswing in my opinion. Well, good. I mean, if you need to get that out and if it feels right when you good.
It
You
really
gotta
does. It
do
does help to let it out. It does.
yeah. You gotta do what you gotta do and just let it go. Let it be. And as long as you're feeling it's a positive thing and you're monitoring yourself, you do a good job of that. But um yes, mental health, why? There's a few. Okay, we're talking about the holidays, right? And here comes the holidays. You guys, we always talk about the holidays every year. You guys that are in chat have been here the years we've been talking about holidays online. And it's just a bitch. Are you guys doing anything with and Tomas, if you guys are here or anybody that's here? What's anybody doing for the holidays? Now, I'm going to say I'm very blessed that I'm going to go and spend Thanksgiving with my mom for a few hours. And then I will be doing a lengthy live that day. I'm not going to do a 24-hour live unless somebody else is doing one and I join on to them. But I will most certainly do a lengthy live that everyone is welcome to come and join. Or I'll just sit here by myself and I'll show you guys all the weird stuff I look at all day.
Tiffany, have you ever heard of Rats syndrome?
Rat syndrome.
Yeah, and it doesn't have anything to do with a rat.
No. You gonna tell me what it is? I remember what last year she cooked for she had a whole house full. This year you didn't invite anybody. And in a good way. Good. Setting some boundaries.
Did anybody invite you?
Setting some boundaries. Seeing how you feel about it. Don't have to answer. What were you gonna say, Dore?
Oh, about the rat syndrome?
Yes.
I really don't know what it is. I just know that when I was watching that, all that crime and stuff the other night, there was a girl who had rat syndrome and she was told that she wouldn't make it past 11 years old. But she ended up living to 31.
Oh my goodness. This sounds terrible. And you don't know what it is?
No, but from what I saw of her,
Oh, Doreen, yes.
she was in a wheelchair. And it seemed as if like she really couldn't communicate so well.
Okay, well, it is Rett syndrome. It's called Rett, RETT syndrome, Rett syndrome.
Oh, sound like the same rat syndrome.
Yeah, it does. But it's It looks like it's a genetic. Hold on. Make sure I have the right thing. Rett syndrome. Neurodevelopmental disorder. It is characterized by typical early growth and developmental. Is then followed by a slowing of development, loss of mobility or function in the hands, distinctive hand movement, slowed brain and head growth. Yeah, I could see all of these different things. And then there's also other difficulties with the organs and things like that, it looks like.
Okay.
Hey Brian, how you doing? I hit the button. I hit the button.
Good afternoon, Brian. How are you today?
Well, that is a sad story, Doreen.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's sad in one sense. But you know what? They said she wouldn't make it past 11, but she made it to 31.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So she showed them.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like it's a genetic rare disease, and I don't know if it's one where both parents each have to carry a gene, and if those two genes marry, then you'll have different genetic disorders. Contemplating taking a nap, but the nap is not contemplating me. I hate that. That's the thing that we were talking about. And okay, let's talk about what is our comfortable things. Like we talk about, and if anybody wants to talk about anxiety around the holidays, which I did want to pull up what Whitney said, because she said
Boundaries, no contact at all with the parental units. SIBs are okay. Okay.
so she's setting boundaries, and so I'm very proud of you when we have to do that. We got to do that, and we do. There are times in life when we do have to do that, and when we actually do it. What Tomas say about Thanksgiving?
That's not Tomas.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, he's chaos now?
He's been chaos the whole time we've known him, Doreen.
In reality, yes, but not as his name.
Yes.
It's gonna be at my brother's house. Depends on how I feel. You see, it's that haunting. It's the haunting.
You want to tell everybody what you're doing, Dore, for Thanksgiving? How you feel about that?
From the beginning, or the way it all came about, or just what I'm doing?
Well, whatever you want to share.
Okay, so I was first planning on going to my son's house. I was invited to my son's house, and that's what I was going to do. But my son kind of uninvited me because a certain somebody is going and nobody really wants her to go there. And they didn't want to let her know that they were having anything. And if she would find out that I was there, it would be like the slap in the face for her and the biggest insult. So I was told, well, then, maybe it's best that you don't. And I was highly insulted about that. I got into it with my son. I'm your mother. I have nothing to do with this other person. Why do I have to with two different people, with two different entities. I don't have anything to do with this person. Like, why do I have to, how do I get involved in all this? So I was really hurt and everything. And, my son was talking about the food and blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, I'm not interested in the food or who the hell is going there. I was just interested in seeing my son. And so
Yeah.
then it just went where I'm not going. I wasn't going. But then my son called me again, and I realized that everybody who was going to be there wasn't a part of my son's family. And I thought, well, that's not nice. Everybody's going to have a part of their family over there. My son, of course, he lives with his girlfriend. Of course, he'll have her, but it's not his family. And he would like to have, I'm sure, his family. So he said, then I thought to myself, okay, well, I'll go because I want him to have that, well, me.
Yeah, he should.
Yeah, that
And
in,
you should.
in his corner. So, yeah.
it's not all dry. You know what I mean?
Well, and
So
it
I'll be going to my son's.
Good. And it started off that
Want to babysit Scrub?
you were going to go, then you weren't going to go.
Right.
And now you're going to go. Now, I know it is a bit of a car ride.
Yeah.
And so.
And I suffer from anxiety and I suffer from agoraphobia, and I really can't be that far away from home. And when I am, because nothing is familiar to me, and that freaks me out. And like, I don't know the nearest hospital, and I always think about things like that. And my comfort zone would be my hospital in my neighborhood and my home. And when I'm not in either of those places, which I wouldn't want to be in the hospital, but if I had to be, it would have to be there. And if not, I prefer to stay home. So it's a pretty ways away, and I'll have to take a Valium as soon as I get in the car, just to get there, because that will calm me down. And I hope it just lets me, it bides me the time to get there. But I feel comforted in knowing that I don't have to share a ride with anyone.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you.
Yeah, I don't have to share a ride with anyone. I don't have to wait for anyone. And this time around, I can do as I please, and I can leave whenever I want to leave. I'm not waiting for somebody else.
Because the last time I went there, I was sharing the cab ride with somebody, since they live pretty close into my neighborhood. And it's like everything is on that person's terms. And I can't see that. I'm paying just as much for the friggin' cab as they are. We're going half and half. But it's like when they feel like going, when they lollygag, and I can't stand a lollygagger. I really can't. Well, I want to have this first. Well, I would like to have a little breakfast, and I would like to, and la-di-da and da-di-da. And when I feel like getting dressed, because I'm in my pajamas and I can't deal with things like, I don't have patience with stuff like that. When I say go, it's go. It's out the door. I'm not one of these procrastinators. I can't do that. And that's my nerves. And I don't have that in me to be that way. So when I say I'm going, I'm going. Yeah.
And this time, when I say I'm going, I'm going.
Yeah.
And that makes me very happy that I can just come and go as I please.
I'm glad, because that's a big
part of it.
Yeah. That's
A big part.
for me, like I am very particular with who I ride with. I don't just ride with anybody. I don't just because you're a friend of my I'm real funny about who I'm
Right.
willing to ride with. And it's just a trust thing for
Yeah.
me,
And
you
then on the
know.
other hand, if you know nothing about anxiety and panic attacks, I most certainly don't want to be with you because you are not going to understand what I'm going through. You're going to think I'm a nut because that's what people think. You're going to think that I'm a nut. And Tomas understands this 100%.
I think we all do. I think we all do. Whitney's here. She's like, yes, Dore.
Oh, the deep breathing does not help me.
No.
No. No, even if I'm in the ambulance, they try to put an oxygen mask on me. I have to pull it off because,
Yeah,
trust me, my breathing is going a whole lot faster than what that freaking oxygen is going. No, it ain't good enough for me.
I've tried to explain to her how it works, and she's just still resistant.
No, and so that's another reason it's very difficult for somebody like me who has these issues to go anywhere because I'll always be afraid that I may have a panic attack. I don't want to embarrass. I feel embarrassed to people who don't understand it because they won't. And I'll be judged. Not that I'm judged anyway. But
Let's give them a real show.
yeah, let's give them something to talk about, right?
And that I think is the biggest part of anxiety and panic attacks is the fear of having it again.
Yes.
It's the biggest anxiety is the anxiety of having anxiety, or the biggest panic attack is having the panic attack again.
Having the panic attacks is what made me an agoraphobic.
Mhm.
I was never like that before. But as many panic attacks as I've had, I'd rather just stay in my house because if I'm gonna, I used to have panic attacks so bad, and this is a true story, that I was so embarrassed. The ambulance used to come at least 3 times a week to my house. And when I would call them up, I would tell them, listen, do me a favor, don't put your sirens on. Like I don't want the neighbors, because you know how it is. Everybody looks out their window and everybody wants to know, ooh, what's
Right.
going on? Like who died or what, blah, blah,
Well,
blah.
now there's the cell phones, so everybody would have had pictures of you all over the place.
So I started calling and giving the address around the corner from my house. And I would just run around the corner and wait for the ambulance over there. Because then I was like, well, then, nobody knows it's me because they can't see me. I'm at a different address.
Right. That's terrible.
And that's how bad it gets.
Yeah, I know. You just get kind of unreasonable. You don't know what to do with yourself. You don't know what's going to calm it down. And so you need to use your skills, which I probably should have had some prepared, huh?
And I will tell you that panic attacks are psychological. But it's trying to figure out how to get rid of that psychological, which I have never figured out. And that's why I'll have them occasionally. I've never figured that one out.
What?
I said, and that's why I will have one occasionally because I've never figured out how to control or pipe down the psychological portion of it. Because the psychological part is what makes me go into full panic mode. Anybody else?
Whether you're talking about just the thinking and the thinking and the thinking, you get it's like you talk yourself into it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is you have to talk yourself out of it before it starts.
I can't do that. I haven't learned that.
You know, with like redirecting.
Because once I get the really bad heart palpitations, my mind is ready. Oh my God, I'm gonna die.
But you
I'm having a
know,
heart. I'm having a heart attack. I gotta get there as quick as I can. They gotta save me. Oh my God. The ambulance comes. Ooh, what's my heart rate? Oh, do an EKG on me. Oh, where? Am I gonna die? Am I gonna die? Am I gonna die? Hey, on the ride there, they already think I'm mental.
but you're not the only person that's like that. Panic attacks are
Right, I understand that.
a common thing. Not that you care at that moment, like you don't give a shit, right?
At that moment, I don't care what anybody has to say to me. I do not hear you.
Yeah. No.
No, my mind is already linked with my own mind, my own head, and my own thoughts, and that's all I think about. Like, I don't hear you. I go deaf. I had that kind of panic, but only in a dentist chair. It happens so fast. Yeah, it does.
Oh, yeah,
And wow, in a dentist chair.
yeah, just blind panic. It's the fight or flight, right? You're gonna go.
Yes,
And
yes.
I've been in the dentist chair same with where I'm like, I'm out. Like I'm done letting you this is done and I'm out and I'm like getting up. But uh we were doing a root canal and like the stems were still so I had to let him finish that. But I was and I've had that kind of panic before when I was married the first time. You know, I had a lot of panic in that relationship that escalated to that level to where I couldn't breathe. I didn't know what to do with myself. Am I sick to my stomach? In the shower, out of the shower, in the shower, out of the shower, color my hair, cut my hair, color my hair, cut my hair. Like, it was I was just such a mess. It was so common back then for me to have those type of panic attacks. And I think over time and with medication, and I'm not going to lie and say I don't use medication because we both do use medication
Oh yeah.
for panic.
Oh yeah.
And um
I use medication for the panic attacks, and medication for the like nervous disorder, like just to try and like keep me low key. Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah. Well, there's, your mental health medicine, which I think that's
I took a crazy
I mean, I
combo
don't
of
like
stuff for me to get my teeth done with no narcotics because
of
of
Sjogren's.
wow.
Are you saying no narcotics because of Sjogren's? Uh,
Well,
but
witness, let me ask you a question. When you're in the dentist chair and you are, are starting to get that feeling and you get that panic attack, do you call like a timeout? Or does the dentist give you a timeout, like a break to like, try and, pull yourself together? Because what do you do? What do you do? Because
I will.
I can't, there's no way that I would be able to like, because first of all, I wouldn't be breathing. I would be breathing too fast. How could you let somebody in your mouth, when you Like, so, like, what do you do? What do you call for a break? No
I
oral
do
meds, very few.
because of Sjogren's. Yes, I take so many oral meds. Sjogren's is like that's a different discussion. But I'm glad for you, Wit, because I know it dries everything up.
Yeah.
Tomas says yes to the blind panic. Yeah.
Yes to the what?
Blind panic. It's almost like just if I could crawl out of my skin, I would. That'd be fine with me.
Yeah, and that's like one of the biggest fears of the panic is because it's blind panic. Like, you could be laughing with somebody at this moment, and then all of a sudden you turn your face the other way, and all of a sudden you're just like, uh-oh, that feeling is coming
Yeah.
on, and
Oh,
for
yeah.
no reason.
I'm out.
I have a gravity blanket, headphones with my meditation musk. Oh, not music. Close my eyes. I can tap
His
his
arm if I
arm
feel it.
if I can feel it. Okay. Okay, yeah. Because you have to have some kind of a communication with this, with any doctor, I believe.
She cannot see any other person at all for the dentist. See how much they work with her?
Yeah, which is good. Yeah, that's nice to know. That's great.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
happy for you that you're able to get that.
Yeah. And that's super important. And I think that's what I think that just people should know, that it's okay. If you need to go, go. They see it all. You know what I mean? And don't think you're the first person.
Yes, I'm hard to anesthetize. So she has to use more. Okay.
Let's see.
I think that fear is a big part of anxiety and panic.
Oh,
And
it's
I
all of
think,
it.
yes, if
It's all of it.
there was some way to be able to get over your fear, you know, it's almost like you have to face that fear head on and see what happens, and you'll find out nothing's nothing's going to happen, but we're so afraid to get to that
Well,
place.
fear is either face everything and run, right? Or face everything and rise. You got to choose one or the other, or else you're frozen.
And that's where
And we
I'm
get that
at.
way
Right. That's where you're at.
with the dentist.
No, in
Oh,
general, with the anxiety, I don't believe you
oh,
face your, no, I believe you're frozen
oh,
in
yeah.
some aspects. Yeah.
With a lot of things. I think for me, I think it a lot of it that um I think froze me like physically
Yes. Yes.
uh is because of, and I hate that, and it's something I've talked about, I've thought about. I don't know if we've talked about it or not, but I think a lot of it is because of the different types of situations that I've found myself in previously, right? And then I continually get glimpses of those, like when I was with my dad that one time. This summer we were going to Corals, and like I was out in the like it was not even 3 minutes from my door to the car, and I was like melted mama in the car until we got to Corals. I didn't know what the hell was going on. So it's like I just get those fucking little reminders.
Right.
And you're right. I need to face those. And those are things that we talk about. We talk about on the channel. We should talk about more. And I try to do little clips, when I'm like doing stuff. And that's not very often, you guys. Although I don't do it every time I do something. But maybe I should to be just a little bit more accountable to myself, even. You
Well,
know.
isn't that something that me and you are gonna do when you
Well,
come?
yeah, that's something we'll do when we get there,
Right.
but that is something that definitely could be worked on uh in real time now. You know what I mean? It's just now it's getting cold, and now like it's all the excuses. Now I hurt more.
It all boils down.
And my foot is still broken,
I know.
just
Well,
saying. And
it
I
all
felt
boils.
that.
Go ahead.
I felt it yesterday. Did I tell you that already?
When you were walking to go to
Yeah,
the
like I forget, like walking around I mean, I may hit something, or I may, hit it a certain way, but for the most part, when I'm walking around my house, I don't feel it, a lot. But when I was like steadily walking for a while, it was like, hey, 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 every step. Remember me? Remember me? I'm like, oh,
yeah.
fuck you. Screw you, dude.
When I stub my toe or anything, bang into something, I always say, "Oh, your mother's a bitch," and then like I talk to myself and I say, "Not my mother, but somebody's mother."
Somebody's. Could be my kids. Let's see.
Okay. Yeah, regular.
Yep, after the first.
But it's been a while, and I'm nervous again to go in. Aw.
See, honey. Let's make the phone calls. We'll make some New Year. I hate to call them New Year's resolutions, but it's almost like I already have shit on the calendar for the new year. Like, some of my appointments.
Never mind the new year. I got things on my calendar from this year that
Oh yeah, I still have plenty to do.
I have a list.
Yeah.
Problem is I ain't checking it twice.
Doreen, I'm doing all my shit. I have 2 injections before the end of the year. My last one's on the 30th of the month of December.
And I got nothing. Nobody even knows I exist yet.
My spine injections. Nobody knows you exist yet. Get on the list, or somebody. You are either on the naughty or the nice list, and I think right now
I think I'm on the naughty list.
I think you are, and I think Doreen. I think, to be really honest with you, I think you'd like to be on the naughty list. To be honest,
Probably, yeah.
most of the time, but
Yeah.
we
To get by one. Right now, I'm trying to get by one. What you trying to get by, Tomas? You haven't want me to join you guys for a bit? Sure.
no,
Why not?
I don't care. Everybody can join it. Personally,
Come on down.
oh yeah, they're not like looking like it's someplace
Tomas
else,
Montalvo
and
is
it's
our next
right in front
contestant.
of me. Yeah, no. There are so many things that I know me personally have had to face this year. And even now, that I could be panicking over, right? And I just can't.
If I ever had
I just cannot.
so much time to think and like turn myself into a frenzy,
Oh, my goodness.
now is the time.
Yeah, right. I put the link in the chat, Tomas. Should just be able to click on it and join. Well, you can join too. We're just talking to each other. Nobody, it's us. We're just talking to each other. But it's nice to just talk to each other sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm very lonely.
Yeah.
And yeah, I try to keep myself busy with the cleaning and stuff, but then like you could only do so much of that. And then
Oh, your
hey,
tostitos are loud.
Tomas.
I'm trying. I decided to join because I'm having a panic attack. Uh,
Where are you? Are you home?
having a panic attack, so maybe. Yeah,
You having a panic attack right now?
not that much. Yeah, but it's not that bad. But I'm trying to maybe this will.
You're in the hospital in the ER?
Nah, I'm here home. But maybe joining you guys will distract me.
Yeah. Come hang out.
Yeah, sometimes when you put your mind to something else, it takes away, it actually calms you down sometimes.
Why do we get an echo?
Is it me? Me? No.
No, it's Tomas.
So what happened, Tomas?
Let me switch phones.
Okay. I don't know how she's asking how many cats.
Well, I have one cat.
I have no cats. And actually, the picture of our live from the other day, the little black and white kitty, that's Doreen's cat. Onyx. And he is my nephew kitty. Like, I've been watching him grow up since he was a tiny baby.
Yes.
I've been talking to him since he was very little. How many cats do you have, Whit? Yeah, well, he can explain why he is the El Gato hunter. Okay, he's back. Okay, there you are.
Better?
Yes.
Yes.
A stupid phone. It's the old phone that is fucked. I'm sorry, messed up.
It's okay. Don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You
Like I was
know
saying, I'm
that.
trying to. Yeah, okay. The Gato Hunter. Yes, that's my nickname. Nickname. You remember that? Because I was trying to adopt a
Well,
cat.
Yes.
So I was hunting a gato. I was hunting for a cat so I can adopt it. So a Gato Hunter.
you were trying to tame the cat.
Stupid. Yeah. Didn't work, but I tried.
You did work a bit.
It worked for a
You
bit.
got
Yeah.
him. You got him to a point where
Yeah.
he stepped
He,
over your threshold in your home to
Oh,
true.
eat.
No, she got all the way to the kitchen and she was sitting inside until I only fucking, I'm sorry, stupid stray cat got inside. Remember, I started fighting inside my apartment.
yeah. That
And
was the problem.
but it
Yeah,
was fun. Well, it
witness. Mine
lasted.
is a tuxedo cat too. I just joined the tuxedo cat site,
So yeah.
and there's some beautiful, beautiful tuxedo cats on there. 20 pounds, 25 pounds. Not mine.
So, Tomas,
So
what's going on?
no, I'm saying, hey guys, room. If you see me acting like kind of edgy,
That's
middle
part
of
of it.
a
I know
panic
that's
attacks.
part of
I'm
it.
like, so I'm here trying to get through it instead of going to the VA. So I'm here.
Yeah.
Yay! Hello, guys.
Yay. We're hanging out. Oh, there we go. That
But what
might be
happened,
okay.
Tomas? It
Yeah.
just come upon you suddenly, or
Yeah, I don't know. I was fine, and then boom.
yeah, I hate
But I'm
those.
also, yeah, but I'm also anxious because I'm gonna be at the VA tomorrow for 3 days, and that got me super stressed out. I gotta be admitted for 3 days, so that's got me over the top too. You know.
Were you doing some testing?
Well, yeah, the thing is, I have the stupid annual for MS, and usually it takes a day. In Miami, it just takes a day. Usually here, it takes 2 days, and I'll do stuff through the day and go back home and finish the next day. But they called me and they want to make me for 2 days, so that got me freaked out. I don't know why they want to make me for at, at,
What is
at
it for
me
MS?
for 3 days.
You know what it could be, Tomas? It could be because it's the holiday.
Could be. Yeah, but
Probably.
they're never admitted for annual, not in Miami or here, so that's got me kind of freaked out. Man, I'm just like always thinking the worst. Like
Well, don't think the worst.
that's yeah, that's one of my
I mean,
times
what are they
lost.
gonna do?
I don't know. Sex change? Who knows?
Oh my god, maybe you're gonna be abducted by aliens, Tomas.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, maybe you'll have a good time though. I mean,
So we'll see.
you'll have to let us know what happens.
what do they usually do?
Well, during the annual, I see everybody. I mean, social workers, psychologists, psychiatrists, neuro, uh, prostate check, ouch,
Yeah,
nutritionist. I mean, a bunch of appointments. I mean, a lot.
that's
Sonograms,
why.
X-ray. Yeah, but usually at the VA, it only takes one full day. Usually
Hmm.
one full day. Here in Puerto Rico, they usually do it in 2 days, divided, and I just go home and come back like a day later and finish it. I never been admitted for 3 days for annual, so that's got me like I don't know. It's
Maybe
different,
it's.
weird. I don't know.
I wonder if they just have less staff here than they did over there. Do you
Say again?
think? Do
Less
you?
staff, less
Yeah,
people to work.
Uh,
to do
I don't know.
everything in one day.
Well, in Miami, yes. In
You
Miami, they
know
do
what I
everything in
mean?
1 day,
Right,
and
but here,
here
do they
2 days.
have? Yeah,
I don't know. I'll
that's.
tell you tomorrow when I'm there. I have no idea what's going on.
Well, yeah. Call us tomorrow while you're there and let us know what's. Call us from there. You don't have to be there by yourself.
Oh yeah, who's gonna go with me? El gato? I don't have no cat to go with me.
You can't go find one. You can't go find some
Well,
lizard
my sis.
somewhere.
Well, yeah, we got a bunch of iguanas here, but I haven't seen one in a couple of days.
What's it say?
Actually, they are. I don't know if they're the smartest, but they are smart. Very
Ah,
smart.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they're smarter or not. They're just so independent. They do whatever they want, so you don't know if they're that smart or not. Or they're like, I ain't gonna do no freaking tricks for you. It's like,
Yep.
so I think it's hard to compare because they're so independent. Like, I'm falling for no tricks. I'm not gonna buy you. You're not gonna buy me with trees and crap. Like, I do what I want.
Well, yeah, because like my cat, he jumps out my back window, which is a pretty steep drop, and he's in somebody else's backyard back there. And then he hops up on top of a fence to get over to another part. And then he climbs the fence to get back into my yard. And then once he's in my yard, he goes into my hallway. He goes in the side window. And then he jumps into my front window to get in the house.
He's got it all figured out.
Yeah.
No, they are smart, definitely.
So that's a real zigzag of a maze that he goes through to get where he wants to be.
Yeah.
Uh, have you ever seen where you can get the little chip on their, not under their skin, but like on their collar, and it'll map their whole wherever they go?
Oh
I
yeah.
would love that.
There's a person, I don't know who is a guy, a girl, a person that they put like a super small camera on their collar of their cat,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
they follow it the whole
that's
day, and the cat became famous because the cat terrorized the neighborhood. He attacks
Yeah.
everybody, attacks all the cats, and he's super funny, interesting to watch.
yeah.
I think
Witness. My cat goes to the other yard. Well, actually, it's a
see?
parking lot where they keep cars, and he gets the rats that are over there, and he makes sure he brings them over into my yard dead, so that we know that you know that
It's a
they're
present.
gone.
So it's a
Yeah,
It's
present.
a reward.
but I've
Yeah.
had he's brought 3 birds into my house so far, and my kitchen floor looked like a down factory. I mean, the feathers were all over.
Or train your gato to bring some crack cocaine, make some money out of it. Hey, bring something good.
You don't know what the rats have been eating. I mean,
With
really,
the
they're New
wall.
York City rats. You never
True,
know what
true,
the.
true.
He might be getting high. My cat himself,
Mm-hmm.
he's biting them, killing them, and he's whatever the hell is in them, he's gotten him. That's why he goes a little nutty when he's back.
The cat camera
Like
thing.
Wyndham is saying that cat became famous. I mean, I think he's got a whole channel. I mean, he became very viral. The Quincy cat.
Bird crime scene. Yeah, exactly.
It was. We used to call my hubs the cleaner because our cat would bring anything home and like he would have to like chipmunks and birds. Sometimes it'd be two things in one day. You know. That's what they're supposed to do though. That's their little
This guy
job.
was on Facebook the other day, and it was so funny. He was showing he picked up a stray cat from outside. But he had a mice problem. And he told the cat, got some mice in there, you gotta get rid of these mice. So he put like the baby cam.
Yeah.
So he put the cat in the room where the mice were, closed the door, had the cam, right, and he watched the cat sniffing for the mouse. The cat got the mouse.
Oh
He opened
wow.
up the door, and then the cat went running out with the mouse in his mouth. And he's like, he understood the assignment. He understood the assignment.
Well,
Oh my
was it
God.
alive?
I don't know if it was alive, but he had it in his mouth and he was bringing it outside. So that's all the guy was happy about. He was getting out of his house.
He got the mouse.
Yeah.
Well, I had a Boston Terrier. I tried the same thing. I had a mouse in my house, and I got the Boston Terrier. I love the super. I love the stupid mice in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Yeah.
let the black beast, the Boston Terrier, okay, get him, kill him. He went by his snout, nothing. So I ended up freaking kicking the mouse with its kitchen knife and got him. The dog, nothing. Just looked at him.
It- they
So
didn't
some of them,
care.
they look, yeah.
Dogs are afraid of mice.
He wasn't afraid. He just looked at him. He went by him like,
They won't.
They don't care. Now, I've had a dog play with mice and kill it that way.
Not
Like where she
intentionally, just
right.
accidentally, right? Because
Yeah.
of playing.
Because like her
depends on the dog.
paws were like she would pick it up gentle in her mouth and then she would like walk over to a different corner and put it down and then kind of swat it with her paws and then eventually I mean like I think it was just like she tried to stop it with her paw and that killed it, but I mean she
Well,
Depends on
wasn't
the dog
trying to kill
too.
it,
anything that a
but
cat kills,
Depends on the dog.
more
Cause
than
yeah, yeah,
likely,
very much so,
I
Tomash,
had
you're
a
right.
beagle, and he'll chase rats in the yard, and he'll dig holes and kill them. He was
I
a
know
beagle.
Pinky is so proud. She brings the gopher. right to the door threshold. So I definitely see it.
Yep, can't miss it. You gotta step over them. Get you can't miss them.
Uh,
A gopher. I've never gotten a gopher.
Cats go straight for the stomach because that's where all the protein is. That's where all the organs are. So like they're not stupid. They're not just gonna bite a foot off or something. They go for
Kill
the
them at their neck,
yes, and then they go
and
for the
then
stomach.
well, but some cats are much smarter than others because my sister cat, man, we got iguanas, the big ones, and she looks at them and like I ain't getting close to the freaking dinosaurs because they're big. They can be like the ones here. And one of them is like yeah, 5 feet long. It's like big. But the other day, she
is
decided
it
to go
bigger
after
than
a
the
rooster.
cat?
Yeah, oh yeah, it's like 5 feet long with their tail.
Yeah.
Huge.
Oh
Okay.
wow!
And the other day, she tried to go after a rooster that jumped the fence over here. And my sister was freaking out. And it was like a freaking Benny Hill show. The rooster walking, the cat walking after the rooster, my sister walking after the cat, talking to the cat. It's a rooster. It's a good. He's good. Like, what the fuck you doing? And like,
It's good. It's our
I,
friend.
yeah, like I got 20 on the rooster. Don't worry about it. The rooster is not gonna get hurt. So you look at Benny Hill. So for half an hour, the rooster walking, the cat chasing the rooster, and my sister is chasing the stupid cat. And I mean sitting here just laughing at them. Like, what?
You're just watching it go
Yeah, I'm like,
by.
oh my god.
Pinky got
Yeah,
three
I got a
gophers
video. I got a video
in one
somewhere.
week
Oh my
this
god.
summer. She was on fire. A
Ooh,
bird that is not allowed outside. He
He's
eats
gross.
crab.
And
Aw.
then he pukes, right?
what three go for it? Wow,
She was on fire,
Wow.
right? She was on a killing spree.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Kill right? In cat form. Sometimes they do get going. They love it. They love it. So Tomas, you may go to your brothers, which that's okay because you guys have
They
already
know.
figured out your situation, right?
Yeah, they know. They know that like, if I go, they know I go like this,
Yep.
and they know. Okay, that ain't so.
So you feel
Um,
comfortable going to your brother's house, right?
yeah,
Because they know.
depends on if you like this. I wouldn't go because I'm
Oh,
freaking out. I wouldn't go. But if
Right.
I like no panic attack normal, I'll be able to stay there for an hour, maybe an hour and a half tops. But if I still start feeling like the anxiety, social anxiety, and stuff like going like they know like and then you gotta go like and they know I just wait and they know. So it's not like
Well, one thing too, I
I
think
don't
that
have to
helps
explain.
take off some of the pressure is that it's kind of okay if you don't go.
Oh yeah,
You
they
know,
know.
you know what I mean? And I think that's one thing that just kind of takes the pressure off right away, where it's like, you know what, it really is my decision how I'm feeling at the time, whether I go or not.
Oh yeah, it's like
You know?
I say I go to 50% of their activities like birthdays or like whatever.
Yeah.
Half of them I'll go. They know. It's like I don't feel I feel like crap today. Okay, no biggie.
Yeah. And I know you go to your hiding spot if you do go.
Yeah, I go outside and go to hide in the hallway and smoke a cigarette and wait from the outside. Just like the penguins, like smile and wave,
I
and that's it.
know, I know, I know.
but that's what I'm talking about. Like that
The purpose?
doesn't defeat, and that's what I'm talking about. Like if we never face our fears, we're never going to get over this.
Right.
Yeah, but you know better than anybody. Like sometimes I can be in there.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll sit down and talk to them inside.
Yeah.
And like right now, it's not that bad because I'm out here. I'm in my space. The only input is two voices, and I know you guys very well.
Yeah.
But you know, when you're in a social activity, family, there's like 10 people talking at the same time. The TV, the music, and like, oh shit, no.
Kids,
Yeah, I know.
So
electronics.
Yeah, so it's a lot more input. Like,
Yeah.
so I'll just go like the small doses to go inside, talk to people, mingle, and then boom, outside.
Yeah.
In and out until I cannot do it, and they're like,
Then that's it.
mm,
You know what I think I've come to realize? I think I'm good for like 3 hours. You know how,
see?
like, yeah, I kind of, a while back, I started kind of car- compartmentalizing things that I had to do that I didn't want to do in time, right? So, like, if I had to have an MRI and I didn't want to do it, I was like, Tiffany, it's an hour of your time, right? You can go and you can spend an hour doing it instead of me turning it into this whole giant thing. I
Uh,
minimized it to it. It's an hour of my life. You can do it. Suck it up. But over time, I've just kind of come to realize that whatever I'm doing, I'm good for 3 hours. If I'm go see my granddaughter, it's I got 3 hours. If I go to my mom's, 3 hours. If whatever it is that I'm doing that's extra, it's three
Right.
hours.
Three
I got,
hours.
I mean,
and that's not
uh,
me making that time. That's just what it is.
I don't know. I don't know if I can make it 3 hours anywhere. Like the
Well,
last time that I tried to go with like a with family, it was like a lunch kind of thing. We went to a pizza place to get a freaking love great pizza.
yeah.
And okay, I'm gonna try to go because I wanted to hang out with them, have some good food, pa pa pa. And I was doing good, like you all know. And then like boom, it hit me. Oh, here it comes! Like here it comes.
Yeah.
So usually you see me, I'll go somewhere. I'll go hide in the bathroom. Okay, bathroom like quiet, less input in my stall. Okay, boom. But the bathroom in the place, my elbows will hit fucking
Oh, like so.
both
Yeah.
walls.
Everything was.
And
Yeah.
the door was like next to the table, so I don't see anybody. So there was no escape in that little spot. So okay, I'm gonna go outside and just chill for a bit. And there was a construction in the road next to me. A guy with a chippy hammer next to me, and the car going by. And I wasn't driving, so I had to suck it up and just like walk like a maniac in the sidewalk. So
Like
they were done. I couldn't escape anywhere, so that was that was rough. So
that's
I,
the
I made the mistake on not
worst.
going in my own car. I always drive my own car, but that day I made the mistake, didn't go in my own truck. So I don't know if I can last 3 hours anywhere right now.
That is well, and you know what? You don't have to commit to any time, and I don't.
Um,
I don't commit to any time. I'm just saying that I mean, that's just kind of what I'm noticing is like I start off good and then at the 3
yeah,
hour mark I'm pretty, done. That's just what I've noticed. I haven't said, with those harder things that we have to go and do that we don't want to do, like going to the dentist or going
Yeah,
to
I'm really bad right now with that stuff because look, even my favorite doctor, right? My primary,
Yeah, I know.
I haven't even gone to see him. And I think I'm like way overdue to see him.
me too.
But I haven't gotten my flu shot. I haven't gotten anything.
That's for Tomas.
Oh yeah, yeah. Witness, yeah. I have no secret in my family because I mean they all know I already them like they know my issues and they know my stuff, so they know when I go like this, they all know what's going on, so they just wave and I just bolt. So it's easier. I don't have to explain. They already know, and
Yeah.
they're cool with it. So that makes it way easier for me. That way I know I can go and I can just bolt when I need to without freaking out. Okay, oh my god, I'm gonna leave in the middle. So I just go and they know. So that makes it way easier.
Yes. And that is 100% true. The better you know yourself, the better you can communicate what you need to be comfy. And you can, um, it took me time to learn how to express my needs in an okay and comfortable way, and like
Yeah.
there is even when I go to visit Doreen, there are things that, and they're just simple little things, but they're things that I'm used to having that make my life just a little bit easier, and we make sure that they are there,
Fucking call
right?
me.
Oh,
Yeah.
Doreen didn't want that.
No, because you know who it was, right?
Me?
Oh no. Oh.
It was Irene.
Oh, she's trying to figure out right for Thanksgiving, guys.
Right here.
Mm.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
It's
whoa.
not gonna happen.
See, because now
You see,
last
and
time,
and it's stuff like that that puts the stress on me. That I think, like,
now for Thanksgiving, now you feel
right, you
like
know,
you have to
like,
deal with it.
yeah, like what?
Now do you feel like since she called you, now you feel like, oh shit, now I have to deal with her somehow.
I'm not gonna deal with her because I am not gonna deal with her. When I'm gonna go to my son's house, I'm going to my son's house. That's it. Look,
Good.
give me a call when you have time. Nyla, I don't. None.
Shouldn't have time to mom.
That's one phone call that I don't have a fuck to give.
We watch our mouth
Uh,
around here, Dorian. All right,
Sorry.
let's see what Wiz said.
I went up to LA and visited Tori for a day twice. That was a lot for me. But even I surprised myself that I did it. And it was cool and nothing weird popped off.
Yeah,
good for you.
It's nice
and
when things like that can happen and yeah, everything is nice and low key,
Yeah.
low key.
Uh,
yeah, Doreen's
I'm
streaming right now. Is that what this is?
doing streaming. So we got two of them. Boop, boop.
Doreen
How am I
streaming.
streaming?
I don't know. So I guess I stream too. Let me send my kid
But
to stream.
um,
I don't know.
I did want to say, like, I'm glad that you did that. And it's fun to do things that you want to do that are kind of outside your comfort zone, but will be a blast and will be rewarding back. And I think sometimes you have to test yourself like that. That was the reason that I went to Brooklyn. That's the reason I'm going to continue to go to Brooklyn, is for me to remind myself that that is not just me going to the grocery store, right? That's
Here,
not, yeah.
witness a comment right now. That's what you meant.
Doreen's.
That's what you meant. That,
Oh.
that. Yeah, she's busy. Nope, no call. Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Don't fucking bother. Well,
damn, I know.
Doreen,
I'm busy.
right? This is cute. I don't remember what I was saying, but you guys
Guys,
know.
I gotta go to the
That
bathroom. So
that it was good that she
You
was
do,
able to
Tomas.
bathroom. Yeah.
All right, I love you. If you need anything,
I love you. All right.
love
Love
you.
you. All right.
Bye. See you in a bit. Bye.
Bye
Okay.
bye. All right. Well, that's usually code for not feeling well.
Yeah.
Poor fella. Right? Doreen's busy with her friends right now. Don't bother me. Yeah, bye, Tomas. Yeah, we all get nervous. It's a terrible thing. And another thing that Tomas has, and I know that he's talked about it before, is he has the ataxia, which is like it comes with his MS, where his heart rate just speeds up on its own. It's part of the way his nerve function has fucking routed, and so he gets palpitations. And so that's not something that anybody with anxiety
Mm-mm.
needs a head start on, is palpitations, because it's almost like you have the palpitations and then here comes the panic attack. I mean, it's really
Right.
very difficult to fight that, because it's almost like the physical reaction starts before the mental reaction.
Yeah, there's
It
so many things that you have to watch out for when you have panic attacks or anxiety.
Yeah.
Like you can't do the normal like exams that other people can do. For example, when you want to take a stress test, you can't because your heart rate is going to go up, and that may cause you a panic attack because you feel your heart rate going up. Or the one where they inject
Well,
you,
that
and
depends. That is all dependent on a person individually.
yeah, well, that's what I'm.
I mean,
Yeah, well,
truthfully.
for me, I can't do those things.
Yeah. You know, some people can, some people can't. There was a time I did. Uh, what did I can't say.
Yeah,
It's a vortex.
it feeds
Yeah,
itself.
it most certainly does. And I hate that. I hate that he has that piece, that that tacky piece where it starts first. Before. So, Doreen, we've talked about anxiety. What makes you comfy? Anybody else? What makes you comfy?
Staying at home.
Is there anything at home that gives you extra comfort?
Yeah, my bed.
Your bed?
Yeah, being in my room, uh, basically being alone, having my cup of coffee, having my cigarette. That's my comfort. Knowing, basically just knowing that I'm home. Like I said, it's my safe zone. And when I'm here,
Yeah.
it's it's a sigh of relief.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get here when I'm not.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't know if that's an age thing or if it's just a homebody kind of thing. But I'm like that too. It
Me
says me
too.
too.
I'm going to embrace the fact that I'm not an extrovert and stay at home with the cats and dog. Oh yeah,
Absolutely. Be who you are. That's the
I
be
look
who
very
you
forward to
are.
my seeing my cat when
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
at home.
oh yeah. My guys, we are yeah, we're probably it's an unhealthy relationship. We all go to the bathroom together. You know. But yeah, I like, and that's the thing. Like, that's one of the reasons, like, tonight my lights are on the red lights, because let's see if you guys can tell. There you go.
Yeah.
Because the red lights kind of soothe me a little bit, it just makes it a little bit more relaxing for me. And then I also will have like the fake fireplace on my TV, which is right across from me. Um, and I'll watch my shows or my whatever on the computer, or do whatever I'm doing on the computer. I'll have my candle on, and I'm pretty comfortable. And then
Well,
when yeah,
if I could play my games on my phone and just turn the television on to something that is actually going to keep my mind occupied,
yes, yes,
um,
yeah. That's like,
um,
I do a lot of reading. Like, that's another thing. Like, I have my little my little fake fireplace, and it's just kind of playing like a smooth jazz.
Yeah, right.
And so I've just been sitting here, like, just reading all day, just reading different things, looking at different things, and I'm just happy as a clam. I have my little electric blanket here, with my little feet tucked into it, and we are cozy.
And if I have a nice stiff white Russian, that'll make me feel good.
Speaking of, I forgot, now that you mentioned it,
You got the Kahlua?
I got Kahlua today from the store. Brian brought me home a small bottle, which is perfect because I always end up throwing it out. But like, if you guys know, usually during the winter time, I like to add a little like Bailey's or a Kahlua or something to my coffee. And I only do it in the, when it's cold. And so today's the first day that I've had some.
And which one did you get?
I think it was salted caramel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it's sweet. It's really sweet. So
Yeah.
I'm like, because he had also gotten me some almond milk, like peppermint mocha almond milk creamer, and so I had put them both in at the same time, and I was like, yowza wowza, like it was way too sweet and very confusing flavors. So I like Bailey's and coffee. See, yeah, it's nice during when it's cold and stuff. I don't know.
I have
When
to try that. I've never tried that.
it's nice and it's just a little, I don't know, it's just a little warm up. I never get trashed. I just like to put a little in there and I'm like, oh.
Oh, wait. If you was on the other page back when, you would have saw me getting trashed.
I like listening
Right? Falling asleep on the...
to stuff yeah. Oh yeah, Doreen. But Doreen's a hoot when she gets drunk. She gets drunk quick and then she acts drunk quick and then she's out quick. So I mean it's like a whole 2-hour show. It's a good show. It's a great show. But yeah, it's hey Selma.
Hi, Selma. How are you?
How are you? Yeah, see, there's nothing wrong with Bailey's and coffee. Yeah, I like it. A little something. I'll try different things too, different years, but Kahlua now they make all the different flavors, Now alcohol is so fancy. When we were growing up, well, you had vodka, rum,
Scotch,
whiskey,
whiskey,
right?
and...
And it didn't matter what brand it was or who got it or where it was, just pour it in the cup and give it to you.
Exactly.
It was just so silly.
Oh, what have you been doing?
This weekend.
Aw. Busy weekend. What have you been doing, Selma?
Well, that's okay. I'm glad you get to see us at all. Yeah, eggnog. You like eggnog, Whip? We've been getting the lactate-free eggnog. And I can tolerate it a little bit better because I just don't like eggnog, and it's probably the nutmeg and stuff that I really don't care for. But he likes eggnog, and so he got the lactate-free eggnog, and I could do that a little bit better. It wasn't so thick.
Yeah. Spent the day with Jairus and...
Yoris and Shade yesterday had a birthday today.
Nice.
Oh, that does sound busy. I hope
Yeah.
your visit was good. I hope that you enjoyed your time. You have to. You have to give me a call.
I like it with a bit of alcohol in it.
The eggnog, yeah. Well, that's the way a lot of people make it. Woo! That makes dealing with the family a little better. I started realizing that when I was getting older, and like we were having drinks at every family get together. We were having drinks, right?
I need to sleep. Yes, we had a great time. Good for you. I'm
Wonderful.
glad you had a great time.
Well, go to bed, honey. I call you all the time. You don't answer. How about I will try to call you tomorrow, or try to call me again tomorrow? I will answer. My sleeping schedule's
I'm just
really
gonna
off,
say
and
that her
yeah,
schedule is
so
not.
wonky right now.
Yes, so it's like hit and
And
miss.
our time zones get so I don't know, Selma, but let's don't give up on each other, okay? Because I love you and I'm committed. Don't give up on me, Selma. I will. Just wanted to say yes. Oh. What should you say? Yes, our time zones are also weird together. Yes, 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 yes. Time zones, yes. Yes, don't give up on me, Selma. Don't give up. We will hook up. Yeah, I want to because I like to hook up with everybody. I really do. Love you too, sweetheart. Have a good night. She's in it to win it, Selma. I'm back. I'm back. Bana, bana. I'm kind of ready to go. Are you ready to go to? I gotta eat dinner.
Yeah, I ate
I
mine, but
I didn't. Mine's sitting out there. Plus,
I have
you
to
want
pay taxes to the toilet.
thank you, Selma.
Stay.
It's
Things
like
get hot in USA.
true that, and thank you for all my friends who are offering me places to stay. I appreciate that. People have offered for me, my family, my daughter. I love it. I'm like, look, we got places to go. We got places to go. All right, guys. Thanks for the chit chat. I know we were kind of all over the place as usual, but sometimes we just start following our heart and talking about whatever comes up and comes out, and
Yeah.
that's what we talk about it. And that's how we go. And since we had a small crowd tonight, we could do that. So everybody have a great night. I love you to pieces. If we don't see you, happy Thanksgiving. Although I will be live on that day. I'll talk to you guys before that.
Yes, everybody have a happy Thanksgiving if I don't see anyone. And Selma, I hope you and the family are doing okay, doing well. I'm glad you had a good time today. And Witness, have a happy Thanksgiving. And I'm sure I'll see you the next time. We're up and running. Love yous a
Yes.
lot.